Baby. Hey, I'm ready now. Wake up, somebody's setting your block. Somebody's setting your block.
What do you want now, damn it? What? Really?
Hit me with the super bass.
Okay, I'll hit you with the super bass. You got it?
You got bass guitar?
I just send you a lead guitar. That's better.
What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Steve Harvey goes off at Katt Williams. All right, Katt. Okay, hey, I've been waiting to see this, man. I'm trying to see what Steve got to say about all this. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I don't know what's going on, but let's check it out.
So Steve Harvey finally responded to Katt Williams blasting the hell out of him in recent days. And just like several others who had a class.
That's what I was waiting on. I was like, it's some heavy hitters. It's some heavy hitters, man. And I'm waiting for them to say something like Steve Harvey, Ice Cube. These are the heavy hitters. So let's see what they got to say.
Steve Harvey finally responded to Katt Williams blasting the hell out of him in recent days. And just like several others who had a clapback, he said, well, a bunch of nothing.
Hold it, Tommy. So you a comedian, you a radio host.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And now you got a game show? I'm finna go on Shannon Sharp show and accuse you of stealing my whole damn career.
Honey, there's a lot that Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey that made him the talk of the town. But Katt Williams basically saying Steve Harvey sold his soul and is in the Hollywood hookup and party cults definitely got Lori's dating history looking way more sinister to my conspiracy brain, y'all. And now people have more reason to believe that Steve Harvey and his wife Marjorie have been out Lori to men for monetary gain. Child, is that the main reason why Steve has literally been obsessed with Lori? I mean, we've already established that Steve Harvey is hella obsessed with Lori, even though she's not one of his biological children.
Okay, who's your favorite person?
Oh, without a doubt, 100%.
I know that's right.
Like, Steve even knows that Lori believes she's the special one out of all his children, and it's because he treats her better than everyone else.
I told Lori I was gonna cut her off, and she just went, "Daddy, stop." That was all she said was, don't play. Because Lori really thinks she's the special one. She really does. Lori, I told Lori I was gonna cut her off because she's making a lot of money right now, and I was gonna cut her off, and she just started laughing. And then she said, well, and you're not going to speak to me anymore? I said, yeah, I'll still talk to you.
And get this, there were actually internal family feuds because of Steve's obsession with Lori, and a source even said that some jealousy was lingering among Steve's biological kid over Lori, who has been taking the spotlight with everything. The source was like, Steve's got 4 biological kids with 2 previous wives and 3 stepkids with Marjorie. They're driving him crazy. He did the right thing adopting Marjorie's kids and loves them like his own, but there's a lot of dissension among the blended Harvey clan. According to the source, Steve's way of handling the feud has always been to throw money at them, buy them gifts, or just go into another room to chomp on a cigar. But as I have come to realize after Katt's very explosive comments on who he called Mr. Potato Head, Steve's obsession with Lori is not about Lori being the favorite child. It's about how Steve and Marjorie have allegedly been setting Lori up with other men in the hopes of getting the Harvey name famous. Baby, no one's really counting.
Wow.
But Lori's Lori's record of men has been one for the books. Her last
Wow.
breakup was with Damson Idris, and before that, there was Michael B. Jordan. Before Michael B. Jordan, Lori was romantically linked to Abu Butayam, the brother of Akon. They were spotted getting close in a Miami nightclub in October 2020, and this
Wow.
was just weeks before she was linked to Michael B. Jordan. Towards the end of 2019, Lori was dating Future, and that was after she dated Justin Cohn. In 2018, Lori also dated Trey Songz, and very
Wow.
shortly after her split with Trey Songz, Lori was reportedly spotted making out with F1 champion Lewis Hamilton at a party over Super Bowl weekend. And let's not forget that she was also
Wow.
engaged to Dutch football player Memphis Depay. Damn, probably one too many for her young age. But honey, these are just
Damn.
the relationships that made it to social
Yeah, I
media.
ain't
Because
never
there
known
have been
this.
others, plenty apparently, that never made it to the blogs.
What celebrities have you smashed?
I'm probably gonna get some shit for this, but Lori Harvey.
Oh, Lori Harvey.
It wasn't like a smash though. Like it was like I was really, I was really like f***ing with her. She was really f***ing with me. But she would Uber to like my place on the beach, and come out with me and stay with me some nights.
Was it good?
What you mean wasn't good?
And this is before she got like thin. I was f***ing with thick Lori.
Wow.
She wasn't thin like she is now. I prefer the old Lori.
And we don't even know about the other high-powered men Steve and Marjorie set Lori up with. You know, the relationship that had people convinced is the one with Diddy. For those who recall, they were pictured together numerous times in
Wow.
Italy, Mexico, New York City, and Atlanta during their romance. And to a lot of people, it just didn't make sense how Steve and Marjorie were okay with that relationship. Like, Diddy even took Steve and Marjorie on vacation with Lori, and they were all loved up right in front of them. The thing is, Steve Harvey is always out here giving dating advice, yet his daughter is always making headlines for all the
Wow.
wrong dating reasons. So why does he look beyond his daughter's choices? Is he so obsessed with her that he just lets her do whatever she wants? And how did he allow his daughter to date somebody like Diddy, literally over 20 years older than she is? And
Wow.
especially knowing what we know now about Diddy's sick ways, which were allegedly already known in Hollywood. Apparently, Steve and Marjorie were not just okay with the relationship, they are the ones who set it up. They are the ones who introduced Lori to Diddy, who possibly had his eyes on Lori when she was still a teenager. Also, did y'all peep Lori's white nails when she was with Diddy? That tells me all I need to know. Child, for some reason, this whole situation with Lori and the men she's been involved with is beginning to make a lot of sense. Also, so far, a lot of other things that Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey have been confirmed by
Wow. There's some bombs being dropped on me right now. I ain't even know who Lori is. I ain't even know that Steve Harvey had kids, because I ain't following that deep into their family tree. And then come find out this is really not his daughter. And all this stuff that's going on, and Katt Williams is putting all this out there, and nobody's firing back at Katt Williams the way we would like for this feud to happen.
Steve and Marjorie were not just okay with the relationship, they are the ones who set it up. They are the ones who introduced Lori to Diddy, who possibly had his eyes on Lori when she was still a teenager. Also, did y'all peep Lori's white nails when she was with Diddy? That tells me all I need to know. Child,
I don't know what that means. She got white nails. What does that tells me all I need to know? Like, that's supposed to mean something? I don't know.
for some reason, this whole situation with Lori and the men she's been involved with is beginning to make a lot of sense. Also, so far, a lot of other things that Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey have been confirmed by other people. And that makes followers see that Katt really had no reason to lie about Steve. For starters, Katt claimed that Steve Harvey stole Mark Curry's entire Hangin' with Mr. Cooper concept for his own The Steve Harvey Show.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and he And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit.
I can tell you that he wasn't lying about that, because a 2019 episode of The Mike and Donnie Show featuring Mark Curry as a guest started doing the rounds after Katt said that Steve stole his material. And guess what? Mark confirmed that Steve indeed stole material from him, including a joke involving him being so poor that he had to dress up as a UPS box for Halloween.
Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that.
On what show?
When he was on the talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching somebody called me and said, "Man,
that's
homeboy
crazy."
material.
I
So he did
remember
my
that
whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy.
Right.
So, you know, you made enough money, you know.
Wow.
You made enough money, you did enough, you know, why are you on my material?
Now, Katt Williams also said that another comedian Steve did dirty was Bernie Mac. May he rest in peace.
They came to me. I was supposed to be
Wow.
the fourth king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him.
Wow.
The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell
Wow.
the truth. It was Steve's tour.
Turns out, Katt was also right about that, because Ed Lover confirmed that Steve actually stole Bernie Mac's material. During an episode of his Come On Son podcast, Ed backed up Katt's comments, saying,
"Love Bernie Mac." And Bernie, the stuff that he said, Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey calling to try to get Bernie's role on Oceans and that kind of stuff, Bernie told me out of his own mouth.
Wow.
And guess what? Bernie Mac's daughter, Janice McCullough, also weighed in on Katt Williams' comments and labeled the interview hilarious, while praising Katt Williams for seeming like a stand-up dude.
Number one, I want people to keep in mind, my dad has been dead for 15 years, so I have not been fully immersed in the world of comedy. I don't know the ins and outs
Right.
of that like that anymore, because my end has been gone for 15 years. You know, I've got friends in the game, but we don't sit and talk about, you know, stuff like that. So
Business and stuff. Right.
I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything that I've ever heard my dad, you know, say, he's always seemed like a stand-up dude. So I have no qualms, no quarrels with him.
Honey, Steve has been on that receiving end proper. And another person who said that Katt was only spitting facts was Gary Owen. Gary said that at the time when he wanted to penetrate mainstream media, he was under the impression that he and Steve were going to partner up, but instead found himself hidden backstage doing voiceovers for his show. In addition, he said that working with Steve was hurting his pockets. And he said that the final straw came when he scored a gig as one of the celebs on Hip Hop Squares. Apparently, Gary made 4 times more cash doing 3 episodes of Squares than he did doing 2 weeks at Steve Harvey's show. Clearly, Steve has been doing some really shady stuff over the years. But in your opinion, could setting Lori up with Hollywood men be one of them? Do you actually believe that's why he's been so obsessed with Lori? Babies, I'm dying to know what you think. So drop those thoughts in the comment section down below.
I never was a I never was a big time Steve Harvey fan. It's just, I can tell people, man. And they group together. A lot of people group together, and I think a lot of people are afraid of me, man, because I'm so real. But first of all, I don't like the fact that Steve has a morning show, and I try to listen to it and support what black people, whatever. But I try to listen to it, but he keep talking about white folks. And he always say white people and white folks, well, white folks can do this, and white folks, ha, they laughing and everything. White folks, white folks, or these folks out here, you know, that black people get on radio and say the word white folks this, white folk that, but let a white person in a white radio show say something, say, well, black people, well, blacks do this, or black folks, they can't say that. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's biased. It's almost like well, we can talk about them because we the minority, and they don't care. Well, yep, go ahead and talk about us while we make all the money, while we teach our kids how to build wealth, and we over here on the Steve Harvey Morning Show laughing and having fun, pointing the finger. Yeah, don't wait for you. That's what white folks do. Yeah, but they don't say nothing about what we do. We don't teach. This one white guy, because he's white, told me that one of the problems that you all have is y'all don't use percentages after you get out of school. We don't use, in our life, we do not use percentages, the percentage. Some people don't even know how to use percentages. And we teach our kids to take a percentage of their money. Whatever that number is, you can make $1 million an hour. You take a percentage, or you can make minimum wage and you take a percentage of that money and you build wealth with it. And y'all don't do that. You know what we built? A bunch of laughters and praising Steve Harvey, man. So I stopped listening. I cut down to listening to Nephew Tommy, the prank phone call. I used to like that. But now I don't even turn the radio on because every time I look, Steve is saying something about white folks and all this type of stuff. And they allow him to do it. Because, he talk about me. He talk. If it was me, talk about me. Talk about me. I don't care. Because this is coming in. Go ahead, keep talking about me. I done bought another yacht. Keep talking about me. Puppet. That's what he is. He's a puppet. He's a professional puppet. And if you don't say nothing back about Katt Williams and all this stuff, and then all this stuff that's going on, he must like being a puppet. That's just my opinion. You know, it's a lot of things about Steve I never liked before Katt Williams even said all this. This was already on my heart, you know, and I ain't think he was all that funny to begin with. I didn't think Kevin Hart was funny in the beginning. When my nephew told me about Kevin Hart, and I'm like sitting there, you know how you already biased, right? I didn't think Kevin was funny. He said, okay, well, just watch. I'm watching. Oh, yeah, that was all right, whatever. So what? Then all of a sudden, I'm dying in the floor, man. Tears coming out my eyes, man. Kevin Hart is funny. He won my heart. It's no Steve Harvey stand-up that made me say, oh, he is. He's funny. And he got a script, and he got he can do what he do. He know how to comedian. That's like me. I know how to make music. I can produce a song. I can do country music. I can produce. But that don't mean I'm going to do a blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Some of these people out here, man, hey, 2024, just like Katt Williams said, man, I'm about to bust open, man. I'm sick of this mess. I'm sick of this, man. So, Steve, you need to straighten up for the people, man. That's what he needs to do. I don't know what's going on. You got a lot of money. I know that part, but you need to think about what you're doing and straighten up for the people. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little man. I ain't got nothing to lose. I got a lot to gain, but I know one thing. I don't like what you're doing on your show, man. I don't like it, you know. So if I don't like it, I know a lot of other people don't like it. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Mike Cross. Told you so. Peace out.